Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to another episode of At My Sister's House. And this one is the special Saviours Day edition. I am, like so many of you, still on a high from the Saviours Day 2023 weekend. Last weekend, we had the excellent opportunity to go into Chicago, Illinois, and celebrate with brothers and sisters all over the globe Saviours Day. It was beautiful. There was high spirits and energy, and you just saw love every single day with brothers and sisters hugging and greeting each other that they haven't seen in a long time. We had a great weekend in that the information given was phenomenal. Friday, we had the preliminary workshop, which was the reality of God. And then on Saturday, we got another great workshop, the Christ, the Messiah, the Will. And the information, it was so much you'll be studying it for a while. I took pages and pages of notes to go back and study. The FOI M.G.T graduation, and to see all the new brothers and sisters who have accepted Islam, accepted to be themselves and to go forth strong new soldiers in this work. What a beautiful sight to see. There was vending for those who wanted to go shopping, and you could support your own in the vending area. We had food at the Salam and Foodies and all the other vendors who had food, great food over the weekend. And it was just a phenomenal weekend. For me, the highlight was Juma. I enjoyed the khutbah with Imam Sultan, as well as bowing down and seeing all the brothers and sisters in prayer. That feeling right there with hundreds of your brothers and sisters who bow down, who believe and have faith just like you. That is a phenomenal experience. The preliminaries for me were great because of all the information given. And again, I'm a student. I love to study. So it was so much information gave. And then on Sunday, to see the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, who in just less than 60 days, or a little over 60 days, will be turning 90 years old. And he looked good. He was talking strong. The words were powerful. There were instructions, and he gave us great guidance. We have to go back and dissect every word. The war of Armageddon has begun. So no matter how phenomenal the weekend is, hearing from the minister, that is the crowning event of not just, we say the crowning event of Black History Month, but it's the crowning event of Saviours Day weekend, hearing from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Well, on this episode of At My Sister's House, I didn't want you just to hear from me, but we're going to hear from sisters from all over the country who will share their experience this Saviours Day weekend. I hope and pray that you sit back and enjoy your sisters and hearing from them. I thank you. I pray to Allah for all who did make it to Saviours Day. You had a wonderful time. You made it to and from safely. And to all the brothers and sisters who did not go, but they held the fort down, celebrated at home, held down the mosque for others in their cities to come, we thank you, and I pray to Allah that was fun and successful as well. So from this point, we're going to go and hear from our sisters on Saviours Day 2023. Enjoy.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Sister Joy from Detroit, Michigan. I can't thank Allah enough for Master Farah Muhammad's coming, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I would like to greet my brothers and sisters in the greeting words of peace and paradise of Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Sister Fatima Muhammad, for asking me what was my highlight of Saviours Day 2023. Sis, what I found so profound was that we were able again to celebrate on Master Farad Muhammad's birth anniversary. The energy, sis, in the building was, so electrifying. The love of the brothers and the sisters, the humble posture of the brothers and sisters just to be amongst each other was so electrifying. So I just wanted to thank every brother and sister who made that possible for me to have such a wonderful Savior's Day. And I just want to say that as we move into each city, go back home, go back to work, let's continue to share the spirit of Master Farad Muhammad. Let's continue to share the energy of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I thank you and I leave you in peace of Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sister Victoria X from Muhammad Mosque number 15B. I just wanted to take the time out to share with you all what a wonderful time I had hearing from the men of God this past Sunday for the Saviour's Day address titled "The War of Armageddon Has Begun." He spoke about something that stood out the most to me, and that was standing on the truth, how important it is, and how it is the truth that sets us free. And even if it costs us our lives, to stand on that and just have faith and pray to the God and ask him for strength and protection. So many other things that he spoke about. He was so powerful. The minister is about to be 90 years old in 3 weeks. It was just amazing to see him just so strong. I tell you, even though most of the time he was sitting physically during the lecture that he gave, however, he was standing strong. And we, in the Nation of Islam, are standing strong with him. Go to NOI.org and check it out for yourself so that you can see all of the details of what I'm speaking about right now. Thank y'all for listening. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum and happy Saviour's Day. My name is Temia Muhammad from out of Mosque 47. I just want to say this was the best Saviour's Day ever. Saviour's Day 2023 was epic. Being in the presence of the believers, M.G.T, FOI, family and friends, all the believers in unity, walking together to usher in a new civilization, to usher in Allah's kingdom, that was my absolute favorite. That is my absolute favorite. All praises due to Allah. This energy that I am still feeling makes me happy and makes me want to continue on the work and following the Messiah. All praises due to Allah. Happy Saviour's Day.
Assalamu alaikum, happy Saviour's Day. This is Sister Katrina Muhammad, and my favorite moment of Saviour's Day was watching all the believers embrace each other, kiss each other, hug each other, just show so much love to each other because we haven't seen each other in about 2 or 3 years. So that was a very special moment for me, and I enjoyed seeing all the believers as well. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. See you next time.
Assalamu alaikum and happy Saviour's Day. I must say this was one of the best Saviour's Day I have had in a long time. I was asked what was my favorite part of Saviour's Day. It was so many. The minister being the icing on the cake, but the cake itself has so many mixtures. It was so wonderful to see all the believers we have not seen since COVID. The spirit was high. M.G.T class was phenomenal. To connect with the sisters and see the love and joy on their faces, to be amongst one another, I can really say this was a glimpse of heaven, and all praise is due to Allah. For the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Happy Saviour's Day.
Assalamu alaikum and happy Saviour's Day, family. This is the take from At My Sister's House, and I've been asked to tell my most memorable moment from Saviour's Day 2023. Well, I have to say that nothing went as I expected. However, we must be mindful that everything is all in accordance to Allah, Master Fard Muhammad, and his plan. So his plan is the best plan. I have to reflect on all the different sisters and members of the Nation of Islam that I was able to meet and greet across the globe. And I have to say that my service at Salam Restaurant was one of the most dutiful and most memorable moments. However, the one that was most happy and memorable for me is when I was on the elevator with Sister Sherelle, Sister Dr. Ayla's daughter, and she had the grandchildren with her. The granddaughter said, "She sounds like my grandma." And I thought, oh my goodness, that is such an honor. So that was my crowning glory. Here's to many, many more Savior's Days, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, family. Happy Savior's Day.
Assalamu alaikum. Happy Savior's Day. It ain't over. This is going to be an all-year celebration. All praises due to Allah. I want to thank Sister Fatima for giving me the opportunity to share a little bit of some of my experiences, some of my highlights from our Savior's Day celebration. I actually wrote down, so I just have 4 things that I want to share with my sisters and with the family. So first of all, I gotta say, I was so happy when they let everyone join the youth summit. When I heard the cutoff age, I felt insulted. I was like, what? And we were like, we were in the lobby and watching, you know, all the youth get in line, 16 to 35, watching all the youth get in line to go into the ballroom. And, you know, all of us over 35 looking at each other like, well, what are we going to do now? So I was so happy to find out that we were allowed to join the presentation. And it was so powerful. Our nation is secure with our youth, the Joshua's generation. They got to unlock. I was just so happy to be able to hear their testimonies and to feel their energy and their passion and just how much they love the Honorable Minister Farrakhan and how much they love their nation, and they're ready to go. And to top everything off, we had the opportunity to be blessed to hear from the Messiah himself, and the words he shared were so touching and so much needed, and something that really stuck out to me that he said, something that we hear and we say all the time but we take it for granted, was when he said to accept your own and be yourself. You know, as Black women, we have the media telling us who to be, how to dress, who to love, how to love them, how to present ourselves to love them, how to make them love us, etc., etc. Hearing those words from the minister felt like an anchor to my soul, like boom, in the depths of this ocean of this journey we're traveling. It felt like boom, accept your own and just be yourself. Those words were just so comforting to hear from him. So I thank Allah for that. I also felt so inspired by the graduation. It felt like a renewal for me as well. And last but not least, I just felt even more inspired to study more, because we're going to have to defend our Islam, defend our nation, defend our minister. We're going to have to defend, and we're going to want to do it intelligently, because we know that a lot of people come for the sisters because they don't think we study, they don't think we know. We have to stick to actual facts, and we have to keep updated with what's going on in the current news so we can relate it to what happened in the biblical times or in the Holy Quran or the signs of the times, or you know, the time and what must be done, and etc., etc. So I just wanted to share those things, and I thank Allah for all the beautiful sisters that I got to see, and inshallah we'll see each other again soon. Assalamu alaikum.
I'm so very thankful to Allah that he blessed me to see this day with you. Thank you so much for coming. must there be a war of Armageddon. In this house, there are great spiritual teachers, but most of the preachers don't talk about the war of Armageddon. And by the grace of God, when we finish today, I hope that we will be full gospel teachers. You know, when you're afraid of certain passages in the book that we didn't write, your voice gets stuck like a frog is in your throat because fear stops you. And I pray that Allah will bless me today to take the fear out of every gospel preacher. Take the fear out of all those who want truth to be told. But you have to have the faith and the courage to speak the truth.